Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith. If you are new here, welcome, and definitely press the subscribe button. If you're already a subby, hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel as well. Everybody hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a video. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this video. But pretty much I was just on the phone with my best friend and we were having a conversation about some stuff. I had called her and she was just like, Faith, you need to talk about stuff like this on your YouTube channel. Like, you don't even realize how many people will be so inspired by you, or how many people can, you know, that you can really impact through the stuff that you're saying to me. Like, stop talking to me and start recording it. So she got off the phone with me, and so yeah, so I just wanted to come up here and really just be completely vulnerable and transparent with you guys about some stuff that has been going on with me. And I just been on this journey of just trying to figure life out, trying to find out who I am, what it is that I have to offer, what is my purpose, what do I want. And I'm pretty sure that there's so many people out here like that. I know I'm not the only one. So if you are pretty much on this same little, if you can relate to what I just said, then definitely keep watching this video. I have learned so much over the past year, like so much about myself, and I'm in a really great space in my life right now. Last year, not so much. And so I knew that I had to pull myself out of where I was. And it's something that I always wanted to talk about with you guys, but I knew that I couldn't do it until I figured it out. And so if you're in a space to where you just kind of depressed because you're looking at what it is that you're asking for, hoping for, dreaming about, it may seem like it's just so far away, or like you're just questioning yourself and your ability to be able to have it. Like, you really want it, but you don't know, like, okay, am I on the right path? Am I wanting the right things? Am I in alignment with what God says and that He has for me? Like, am I in alignment with this vision that I have? And so last year, as some of you may know if you've been following my channel, I was depressed. Like, I was so depressed, and I couldn't get myself, like, I couldn't, no matter how hard I tried. It was hard to get out of bed most mornings. Like, y'all, I was like every 3 days I was just like, I'm tapping out. And so I knew coming into this new year, you have to leave that stuff behind you, because how you feel is only going to attract more of what it is that you don't want. So if you're putting out emotions and frequencies of things, because everything works by frequencies and vibrations. Like, I don't know if you guys know that, but everything is based off of frequencies, vibrations, your words, everything. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling, you know, just bad, and you're just letting the stuff that you want, you're letting what you see affect your mental, then you're only going to stay there, because you're only going to attract stuff at the level of frequency that you know, of what the frequencies that you're putting out. So if you're speaking negative, if you're feeling those emotions, because it's not just speaking, because sometimes, you know, even for me, you know, when I first started trying to get myself out of where I was, that depressed state, because I was looking at, oh my gosh, like, I just seem like I'm just so far away from my goals. Stuff is not working out the way I wanted to. And I was like, okay, you know, your words are powerful. So I tried to change my words, and then I didn't feel, hold on y'all, I need to find my napkin, because where's my tissue? But yeah, so I was starting to, you know, change my words, but it just didn't seem like it was working. And then I was like, okay, why isn't it working? And so as I studied more and as I got more in tune with everything, it was like, okay, is because your feelings that you're putting out there, they're putting out frequencies that aren't attracting things. And for me, it wasn't even a matter of stuff that was happening. Is I wasn't understanding that God's way of doing things, and God's way is not our way. And so my perception of what was going on in my life, it's funny because when I'll give you guys, I'll go into a little bit of detail to break it down. So I was, as you guys know, I'm a hairstylist, and I was booming. I was making really good money the first 2 years that I was doing hair from home, and that got to the point where it's like, okay, my dad was like, you have to go into the salon. Like, no, you have to go get a job, you have to go do something, but you cannot do hair from here no more. And I started doing hair in the shop, and I was so scared to step out on faith and do it, but I had no choice. I was telling God to give me a sign of what he wanted me to do, because I knew, I felt like at the time that I didn't have enough clientele to be able to sustain in the salon and like keep up with the booth rent and all that stuff or whatever, and then end up moving out shortly after that. And so but God had a plan, and so I ended up, business was going really, really good. Clientele was growing. I was getting myself out there. I was doing shows. I was really doing a lot of stuff that I didn't even think I would be able to do that early on in my career. Few years later, last year, not even last year, the end of 2015. The end of 2015, you guys, I had told God, I said, God, I had already started doing, I had decided to do my YouTube channel, and in June of 2015, I decided to say, okay, I really want to do YouTube. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and now I'm really ready to actually start doing it. And so I was posting videos here and there or whatever, and I think probably around December of 2015, I was like, man, like I had got my first check from YouTube in December. Matter of fact, I didn't even know I had got the check until January. So February, I found out that I was supposed to be getting paid, and I had money from December and January sitting in the account, and so I had to set all that stuff up. And so it pushed me even more, like, wow, like let me really do this. And so I want to keep being able to make money, because I like doing YouTube. So let me be able to do this so I can keep making money from it. And it was hard to keep up. It was hard to really be dedicated to it when I was in the salon all the time, because I was literally working really hard, and so it was really hard to give YouTube that full attention. And so I was telling my best friend, I was telling my boyfriend, I was telling everybody, like, I really wish I had more time to do YouTube. And shortly after I put that in the atmosphere, I don't know what the hell happened. My clients, like, I had military clients, it seemed like every last one of them went off on like this deployment. I had merchant seaman clients. I thought, I was like, oh my God, like they went off on deployment. I had college students that went off to college, or just everything was just leaving. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Like, it just seemed, my coworker was calling me, the owner, she was like, everything okay? I don't see you as much, and I don't want you to get to the point to where you feel like it's no point in you being here paying booth rent when you're not even really here like that. Like, it just seems like everything that was going good was just leaving. And mind you, I still have bills, and I still have bills, and so I went through like this depression. To God be the glory, even through that whole process of that happening, I was still able to pay my rent by myself. Like, I was still able to do things, and granted, I wasn't making the money that I was used to making the first 2 years, but God still had made a way. And so, you know, he still made it, my bills had still get paid, but I was so depressed. I was like, okay, they got paid this month, but what about next month? And I just literally allowed myself to get into a depression to where I was just like out of it, like not want to answer my phone, blinds closed. I just want to lay in my bed. And I didn't put two and two together, like, hey, you asked God, that you told God that you put it out there in the atmosphere. You told God that you wanted to be able to do YouTube full time. You wish you had more time to be able to do YouTube full time, yet you're depressed. And it literally took me all year to figure it out. Coming towards the end of the year, I was literally y'all, I was a hot mess. I'm surprised my friends are still, they love me. They love me because I know for me, I can't stand somebody who's just a freaking like pity party. Like I don't do pity parties. I'm not that person. I'm gonna speak life into you. I'm gonna be like, pull yourself together. And you know, my friends are the same way, but I was just so, every time I called them like blah 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 blah, and just so I just so under, but it was my perception, it was the way I was seeing things. And so towards the end of the year, my family had been notified of something, and it's something that we've been wanting for years. I can't say I thought I was gonna be able to tell you guys what it is, but my family likes it to keep it personal, and so I'm gonna respect their wishes. But pretty much we have received a phone call, and it was something that, y'all, we have been wanting for forever. And so that in itself made me realize, like, God did not forget. Like, he did not forget you. There's nothing, you know, even though things don't happen on your time and when you want things to be done or whatever, he did not forget you. And what you asking for is yours to have. And so that situation helped me begin to start the process of getting myself out of that situation. And so I got back into reading a lot more, praying a lot more, and figuring out who I am, learning how to say no to people, learning to, you know, protect my space, learning, you know, just figure, reading is a major thing too. But I just, you know, I just really was ready to transform myself. And I said, okay, I don't care how hard or how far away stuff may be, I'm not going to allow myself to get to the point to where I'm depressed anymore. I'm going to enjoy today for what it is, and I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about the next month. And so I literally, and guess what, you guys, so when I got to that point, I thought that business was going to pick back up. To God be the glory, my hairline sustained itself. It doesn't hurt me it's not where I want it to be yet, but it sustained itself. So there's blessings in knowing that it sustained itself. So when hair's gone, hair's inventory needs to be replaced, the money is there to be able to put back into it. Blueprint is paid, stuff like that. So it's like the little stuff like that I wasn't appreciating last year that I'm able to see a lot clearer now and appreciate, versus living a life of worry because my camera shut off. But for me, it's like, if God already written the script and he already knows what's going to happen, he already has this divine plan for your life, then why worry? Why waste your days that you could be enjoying and showing gratitude and be worried? And so I just had to get to that point of understanding. And once I got to that, y'all, like, life, I just feel good. Like it just really feels good. And so it's funny because now, you know, I'm still blessed with last year. And, you know, I'm still blessed with the time that I was asking for last year. But now, 2018, I'm going into it with a different perception. I'm going into it, you know, ready to be a full-time YouTuber. And so that's something that I really wanted to get across to you guys. In order to get what you're asking for to come to fruition, you have to be that person. Like, and that's literally the difference. Not only do you have to ask, you know, put it out there in the universe, you have to walk and talk and be and move and do. A lot of us, we want everything to manifest first, and then so we can start being. But that's not how it always operates. For some people it may, but in my case and most other people, that's not the way that life works. You have to start being. And so now I'm granted the time, so I'm like, do YouTube. So when people ask me what I do, I'm a YouTuber. You know, granted, yes, I still do hair. I do hair on weekends for the most part. There's a few days that I do hair during the week, but for the most part it's during the weekend, you know, Fridays, Saturdays. And so I'm doing it. I'm in this move. I'm in the movement, and the universe will align with that because it has to, and that's just how stuff work. And so I'm gonna say it again, in order for you to get out of life what it is that you want to be, and get clear on what it is that you want to be, and make sure that it's in alignment with God, put it out there. Understand this: if you have that desire, and it's truly a desire, and it's just something that, you know, it's something that you think about, you craving or whatever, it is yours to have, whatever it may be. If it's acting, if it's having you a podcast, if it's YouTube, if, you know, whatever the situation may be, start doing those things, and everything else will align. One day you're gonna wake up and it's really gonna be what you do it full time, because you get paid for it. You get paid for it to do it full time now. So I'm on my way, and that's something that I had to learn. And you know, it's funny because I could have been further last year had I passed the test, but I didn't. You know, I allowed myself to go through that depressed state, and I stayed there for an entire year. And so I believe that in life, on your journey, when you're presented with tests, you have to pass the test. And if you don't pass the test, it's going to represent itself until you pass it. That's just the way it is. And so understand what it is that you want, and understand that it is a process, and learn how to embrace the day and start to be the person that you say you wish to be, and just move. You know, it's crazy. Like it's funny because last year when I was depressed, I did not, like, y'all, like, my house was a mess. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, people would come over here and I'm just like, girl, I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. My house was a hot mess. And so I started to this year, I was like, okay, no, we got to get it together, because I don't like no nasty house. But it is what it is. So I hired a maid to come clean it all up for me. And so I did that, and now my space, my home is just, I'm able to think more. I'm able to create more. I'm able to manifest more and do more, because I can think clear, because my house is not full of clutter. Because you guys, your house and your environment is a reflection of what's going on in here. So if you're a mess, it's going to show on that, out in the physical. Think about this. Whatever is happening in the spiritual inside is going to happen in the physical. And the way that works is, if you're feeling a mess, 9 times out of 10, everything else is going to be a mess around you. If you feel good, good stuff is going to just naturally attract itself to you. And so you have to do a lot of inner working, a lot of reading, a lot of affirmations, a lot of believing, a lot of, you know, cleansing in here, in order for you to be able to attract the physical. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you want to hear more. Trust me, y'all, I got you. I'm gonna keep these videos coming, because I'm excited about my journey. I'm excited about 2018, and I'm just embracing life, and I'm just enjoying life, and I'm not going to allow my dreams and goals to keep me hostage and just hold me hostage, because it just seems so far away when it's literally just it's just a beautiful journey. And when you learn to embrace the journey and really embrace the journey, it's easier said than done. Actually, it is easy. I'm not even gonna say it's easier said than done, because actually it's really easy. You just have to understand that you have to be in constant correction of your perception on things, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to take life and just take your days. Don't even take your years. Just start with your day. Enjoy today. Have gratitude for today. Start doing and being today. Clean up in here by reading, by praying, by meditating, by taking care of yourself in here. And the physical, it has no way but to show up in the physical. You're going to have a new glow about you. You're going to have a new, poise and posture about yourself. And y'all going to be good. Like, comment down below and let me know what it is that you're dreaming for. And I'm going to leave you with this. I don't know if I said it earlier in this video, but if I did, I'm going to say it again. Imagination is the preview to life's coming attraction. Imagination is the preview to life's coming attraction. And you have the power to bring it into fruition because of the godliness and God-given power that's in you. Because God is in here. So you have the power. Alright? So I will see you guys in my next video. Thumbs up, subscribe. Alright, bye guys.